Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome back to part 4 of the Pokemon TCG tier list. And I had to make some adjustments for this tier list over the previous. And we're gonna switch Ninetales drop down a little bit into B, and then move Kadabra right there. I think that'd be better. That's great, I think. Yeah. Because I realized Kadabra makes more sense. Right? So, I think that looks good. Dandy. Alright. I did film a video and the audio cut off, so I didn't really get too far. But, yeah. Kind of annoying. Just a thing that I had to say again. Because I believe it did happen previously in one of my recordings of this tier list. So, yeah, technical difficulties. Um, so yeah, uh, let's get into this. I do have my iPad, so I can see the cards better. The text so small, like seeing a text on a phone. Oh my god, it's absolutely atrocity. Uh, but thankfully, I have my iPad here, so I could see the full image. This is the same tier list I'm using for my iPad just to see the cards better. Uh, I see them 10 times clearer. So starting off with Zekitor. Um, Zekitor. Here, we're just gonna put it right there for now. Alright. Zekitor. Starting off with the first move, Teleport. Switch Executor with one of your bench Pokemon. So simply just a switch for a Psychic Energy. Which, if you put Executor in a Psychic deck, this can be beneficial. Unless you put like some Psychic Energy into like a Grass type deck as well. But this can come in handy at times. But the main reason Executor is very good is Big Egg Explosion. So if the number of coins equal to the number of energy attached to Executor, this deck does 20 damage times the number of heads. And wow, that is wow. Just for a colorless energy, like you can just use any energy attached to Executor. It doesn't have to be grass. You can use technically anything, even a double colorless energy. That's so good. That's like near good, right next to Clefable good, right? Like, am I the only one that thinks of this? Yeah, this is really good. Yeah, it depends on chance, but 20 damage, and you could just attach any energy to it. It's like phenomenally unexpected move by the Wizard Coast era. And you don't even have to discard the energy after you have gained the ability to roll at tons of heads. You don't have to discard the energies. You just have it still attached to a Executor, and you just keep using continuously, reusing the move all the time, giving you another chance. It's so darn good. that has to be S tier, in my opinion. Like, there's nothing that can beat it. The only drawback about it is that it doesn't have resistance. Plus, it doesn't have a accounted low cost rate for retreating, since it requires free to retreat, which is absolutely insane. But hey, that one move, and it has 80 HP. That is wonderful by far. And I think it should go in S. I think it's better than Muck. Why? Is because Big Egg Explosion is not even a Pokemon move. So there's nothing to disable anything. There's nothing going to stop you besides energy removal and super energy removal being the huge problem for this. But regardless, you're doing 20 damage. That's huge. Astronomically huge back then. 20 damage feels like you're dealing 50 damage, or yeah, basically 50 damage back then. It's huge. But yeah, just because of that one move, it's going in S tier. Obviously, it doesn't surpass Clefable because Clefable can use any type of move, even Executor's Egg Explosion. But man, that is. Oof, nothing can beat that. Such a low cost rate, and just put so much energy just to freaking. There's no limit too. Have I not mentioned? There's no limit. You can just put so much energy. Up. I'm lost for words. Yeah, that is just. Yeah, Executor is kind of underrated, low key. Pretty underrated. Yeah, I wish I was used mostly for decks. Alright, Golduck. Fossil Golduck. Let me see if I could find Fossil Golduck right here. I think I find it. It's gonna take a while. Hopefully not. Yeah, this tier list is big. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I found it. Alright, so Fossil Golduck, I believe, has 80 HP or 70 HP, roughly around there. I think 70. Yeah, 70 HP. Side Shock for the first move requires a Psychic Energy. Kind of strange because in the main series game, Golduck is not supposed to be Psychic, but it's promoted to be Psychic, even though it's not even Psychic at all. Yeah, I don't know why it's not Psychic. It's clearly a Psychic slash water Pokemon, but it just generally promoted to be a Psychic legitimately. But clearly it has Psychic moves, like right here, Psyshock. Flip a coin if heads. The defending Pokemon is now paralyzed. It does 10 damage. Okay. So same case of scenario to Exeggutor, where you can put this into a psychic only psychic deck or semi psychic deck with water types. This can do well. Hyper Beam. Flip the defending Pokemon has any. If the I can't even talk. If the defending Pokemon has any energy cards attached to it, choose one and discard it. Yeah. So this is similar to Poliwrath, right? This is similar to Poliwrath with Whirlpool and discarding one of the defending Pokemon's energy. Yeah, that's pretty good. And it costs less than Whirlpool to Poliwrath. That is In comparison, yeah, very energy efficient. Uh, even thought Hyper Beam doesn't deal as much compared to Whirlpool. It deals at least 20 damage, so you can still do damage and disrupt the defending Pokemon's plan. Yeah, and it has one retreat cost, so that's pretty nice and all thought. This is a solid Pokemon. I would rate it. I think. Although I don't know if it's better. I think it's slightly better than Poliwrath. I think slightly. Yeah, kind of slightly, not too far off. Poliwrath is still good. By any means, but Golda does have some energy efficient advantages. So, and it's a one stage Pokemon, so it doesn't take that long to evolve it. But yeah, moving on to Magikarp, the classic old rod common Pokemon. For some reason, I think this is weird, but Magikarp is uncommon. Like, who in the right mind made Magikarp uncommon? I know Magikarp is iconic in some ways, right? Being the goofy, ugly duckling kind of fish, right? Until it just grows, evolve a massive dragon. Uh, for example, Gyarados, which is its evolution. But I I just don't understand why is it a common, like uncommon. I meant it should have been a common because you can literally encounter everywhere in Kanto. Regardless of Kanto, you can counter anywhere. What I'm talking about. But yeah, Magikarp is everywhere, and I just don't understand why is it uncommon. But anyways, who cares? Um, so first move tackle for 1 colorless and 10 damage. So very basic stuff. Magikarp has 30 HP. Flail does 10 damage times the number of damage counters on Magikarp. Okay, so it's not bad per se. Um, but it's not great in any scenario. I mean, for Flail, you're at best dealing 20 damage if you manage to survive with 10 HP. But still, I mean, you're not doing anything. Uh, you're not doing anything at all. But tackle, it does give a nice addition, so I will give it some props. But uh, nah, this is a D right here. But top of D, I would say top of D because at least it can do something. Um, actually, then again, I'd put Dratini. No, Dratini is different. Dratini doesn't have a weakness, and it's 40 HP. So, uh, no, I don't know. Is that kind of fair? Uh, man, I don't know actually. I think I should leave Magikarp in D. I think. Yeah, I think it is. Technically, Cloyster should be in D, right? Hmm. But Cloyster doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't feel right to put in D because I think at least you get the option. As for Magikarp, you're barely gonna survive. I bet you're doing 20 for frail if you manage to survive. Yeah, it's just not good. I don't know. I just don't think it's too good. So yeah, I'm gonna put it right there. All right, Pharaoh. Let's bring up Pharaoh real quick. Oh, speaking of riches, right next to it. All right, there you go. Pharaoh has 70 HP, agility, flip a coin if heads during your opponent's next turn, permits all effects, attacks including damage done to Pharaoh. Okay, so agility, very straightforward, prevents anything if you get hit, does 20 damage for 3 colors, so that's pretty decent. And then Drill Peck dealing 40 damage for solid 4 energy costs, colorless energy. It is resistance to fighting, and it has no retreat cost, so that's wonderful. But yeah, I would say this is a pretty all round normal type Pokemon. Agility is very straightforward. A Drill Peck dealing 40 damage without any like consequences is pretty good in my opinion. Usually for like a high cost rate when it comes to energy, there's always going to be a consequence, which I dislike. I don't like when it comes to consequences unless it's dealing so much damage, such as Arcanine. But yeah, Pharaoh, pretty solid card, I would say. And it is, in my opinion, I think it should be behind Golbat, right? Yeah, I think that's where it should be. That makes sense. Yeah. All right. Golem. And this is kind of convenient. Everything's here. Let me bring Golem up a little bit if I can. For some reason, it's not working. No, Golem. You can't see, but my iPad's twitching. Oh, there you go. Golem, starting off with Avalanche. Required free fighting energy and 1 colors? Dealing 60 damage? Wow. Off the bat. That's some huge damage right there. I don't know how I feel about that. It is pretty good. But man. I believe Golem has 80 HP. I could be wrong. It might have 100. But I swear to God, it only has 80 HP, I think. For stage 2? It's not gonna survive as long compared to Venusaur, Blastoise, Charizard, right? And those at least have like 100. Well, besides Charizard. But still. It's a stage 2 Pokemon. Shit has at least like 100 HP. Avalanche could have been better if Golem has a huge HP stats total. Similar to Gyarados, right? Man. And then its second move, Self-Destruct. Does 20 damage to each Pokemon on each player's bench. Doesn't apply weakness and resistance for bench Pokemon. Golem does 100 damage to itself. So you're basically instantly killing yourself as you deal damage to the defending Pokemon. It does 20 damage to everything. So self-destruct is like a last resort for Golem. But that's really cost like 4 fighting energy. Yeah, you're not getting to it. All the moves are very strong, but very costly, and you can't retreat. Can't retreat. The retreat cost is so expensive. 4 energy. Yeah, it's not good. I'm sorry, Golem. I'm sorry, bro. You're just not as good. It's kind of crappy. I don't know. Being a stage 2 Pokemon is just, it's not digging for me. This is so sad. Yeah, it's going D. It's actually going D. This hurt me. This does hurt me, actually. Yeah, it's going D. I'm sorry, Golem. You could have been better. You just got slapped. Yeah, that is just... It's too risky. It's going to take a while for you to get Avalanche. Yeah, especially energy removal and super energy removal being a huge consequence for Golem. Yeah, it's not digging for me. Because at least Dug Trio is like a little bit less costly. And you're dealing 40 damage, bro? Hey. Yeah, I don't know. It's a stage 2 Pokemon, too. Like, that's the thing. It's a freaking stage 2 Pokemon. It's gonna take, like, ages to actually pull off. Okay. Hold up. I think my... Hello? My iPad is twitching right now. Actually twitching. I didn't do anything to it. It's just like... Okay. So, sorry for difficulties. Can't really see anything besides me just explaining it. Okay. Alright. Moving on to Magmar. Basic Magmar. So basic Magmar has Fire Punch for 2 fire energy, dealing 30 damage. Okay. And for Flame for... It's basically the same thing as Charmeleon. You discard 1 fire energy in order to use this attack. Deals 50 damage, requires 2 fire energy and 1 colorless. Yeah. Pretty self-explanatory. The fossil, not fossil Magmar. That's a different Magmar. Basic Magmar has 50 HP, no resistance, has a 2 retreat cost. That's pretty costly. But it is a big basic, so you can just like place it straightforward. The problem is it only has 50 HP, which in most cases for a big basic is not viable at slightest. Yeah, Farfetch has 50 HP, but at least it does have a fighting resistance and less retreat costs. But oh man. It's gonna take a while to get to Fire Punch. Not gonna lie. I don't know how I feel about this. I think Magmar is going to go and C because at least Farfetch you can get like a one colorless slap with a 30 damage chance with Leak Slap. Whereas base set Magmar, it's gonna take a while to unlock Fire Punch. And it has less health than Growlithe. That's kind of sad, actually. I mean, 30 damage is kind of huge, but I don't know how I feel about this. It's not gonna survive as long. I think it's going to go and C. Right? Because you need like 70 HP, right? Or at least 60 at best. 72 Aerodactyl, but Aerodactyl is not even like a big basic. I don't know where to put him. Okay, I'm gonna. I think I should put above Growlithe. Let's say top is C, I think. I think that's more fair. That makes more sense. Top is C. Yeah. Top is C. That 50 HP is just. It kind of irritates me. Like, there is some potential. But I just wish base set Magmar does have more health. And that's the only problem. Like, if you don't have much health for a big basic, I mean, yeah, it's just not that good. Especially if you don't have a resistance. Yeah, it's going to struggle a lot. Alright. On to Gloom. 27 minutes in. Alright, let me pull off Gloom if I can. Holy moly. This Teals is making my iPad lag so much. Oh my god. Alright. Got Gloom. Gloom has 60 HP, I believe. Poison power for his first move. Requires 1 grass energy. The faint Pokemon is now poison, so it's an auto poison. Okay. Foul Odor. Both the defending Pokemon and Gloom are now confused after doing damage. Okay. So it does 20 damage. And you're just confusing your own Gloom for 2 grass energy. Okay. Kind of odd just to do damage. The auto poison is nice, but the foul odor as your main attack is kind of, it's pretty weak. I mean, if it was like 1 grass energy, it wouldn't be as bad. But since you're confusing yourself just to do 20 damage, yeah, I don't think so that's worth it. Confuse is just a problematic kind of status effect. It's just based on luck. In most cases, you're dealing more damage to yourself than the defending Pokemon. So, in this case scenario, it's not even worth the 20 damage. Yeah. Gloom, I'm sorry, but it's not doing good for you. It's definitely not D. It's just the auto poison, and the HP is not bad for stage 1 Pokemon. So I'm going to put it in... right behind your teeny, I think. Yeah, that makes sense. Because the auto poison and the HP, maybe the retreat cost is only one retreat. For energy, requires one color's energy just to retreat, or any energy. So I'm gonna put Gloom right there. Next is Graveler. The stage 1 of Golem. So since Golem has 80 HP, that's mean Graveler has 60 HP. Not 70, 60. Oh, that's rough. Alright, let me bring Graveler to the front. So you get a better look at him. Alright, there we go. Alright. Harden Forge. 2 fighting energy. During your opponent's next turn, whenever 30 or less damage is done to Graveler after applying weakness and resistance, prevent that damage. Any other effects still happens. Alright, so applies weakness and resistance, prevents all damage. Whenever 3 or less done to Graveler. Okay, so not bad. It's Harden. That's what it is. Rock Throw. 2 fighting energy and 1 colorless for 40 damage? Oh yeah, okay. That's pretty that's pretty decent. Yeah. This is not bad. In some ways it is better than Golem. It's still kinda costly. So it's more like a stall kind of card. But it's not bad. I'll definitely put it around C or possibly B. I don't know. But yeah, most of the time I don't think you're doing much, to be honest. You're not doing really anything. I think I'm gonna put it. Think top of Machoke. Yeah, that makes sense. Top of Machoke. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Nidorino. Let's bring Nidorino in. Some of these I don't remember. There's so many of them. Some of these I just, for the life of God, I need to like have the card in my face. Because some of the text I just don't remember on what they do. Hold up. I'm just pulling in. Just trying to find Nidorino if I can. You can't. Oh, I found him. Alright. Nidorino, I believe, has I think 60 HP? Yeah, I believe. Could be 60 or 70. I believe it's 60. Roughly around there. Anyways, double kick, flip 2 coins. This attack does 3 damage times the number of heads. 1 grass energy, 2 double colors. Alright. It's quite decent. Dealing 60 damage at most, possibly 30. 2 grass energy, 2 colors for horn drill, dealing 50 damage. Ooh, jeez. Wow. 1 with 3 costs. Yeah, that's all around pretty solid for what it is. Double kick is decent for a first move. Hard drill is just a great pivot for wanting to do more damage to the defending Pokemon. Yeah, I'm gonna put in B. I just don't know where in B. Oh man. I think right there actually. Yeah, we're gonna put it near Reno right there, next to Vileplume. All right, Kingler. Kingler has 60 HP. First move is Frail. Just 10 damage. Alright, same thing with Magikarp. The number of damage counters on Kingler, that's how much it can retaliate. With Frail, for 1 water energy. Okay. So at most you're dealing 50 damage if Kingler survives for 10 HP. It's not bad. Crab Hammer, 2 water energy, 1 colorless for 40 damage. It's kind of similar to. Oh no, it's different. Never mind. Less costly. Crab Hammer dealing 40 damage. That's decent. But their tree costs. Oh my god, that's expensive. You're definitely not retreating with Kingler. I can rest you assured that it's okay card. It's okay. It's nothing groundbreaking at all, but I definitely think it's somewhere around in B, I believe. I mean, it can retaliate. It could live quite a while for 60 a little bit. It's not better than 70, but still, that is not bad. I'm gonna put it above. Is it better than Farfetch? Oh man. In some ways, it's kind of better because of Frail. Yeah, I think I'm going to put it above Farfetch. Not by a lot. Alright. Look at time. Look at time. Wow. You were so underrated back then, but now people realize that you're the MVP of dominating the Wizard Coast era. Alright, let me see. Lickitung. If I can. What the frick? Oh, there you go. Got Lickitung. Lickitung has 90 HP. First move, Tongue Wrap. Flip a coin if heads, the defending Pokemon is paralyzed. Does 10 damage Hey, that deals damage? Hey, I'll take that. One color's energy, so you could use any energy for one energy. Two colors energy, supersonic, flip a coin if heads. The flame Pokemon's not confused. Alright. If it's decent. It resists psychic for 30, and retreat cost is free. So you're not going to retreat anything besides using switch or the, I don't know, double gust. But yeah, this is I mean, tongue wrap is the main course of Lickitung dominating the meta, especially having resistance to psychic at a whopping 90 HP. Insane. Tongue wrap is underrated, but I gotta say, it can retaliate so much on decks. You can stall the opponent hard. Like, absolutely annoying. Because Paralyze is the best status in the game. There's nothing you can do besides full heal. But man, the fact that it can do damage at the same time with such a low energy cost, oh, that's so good. It can survive so long too. I mean, people realize in the PvP meta side of things, uh, once they knew recently when people were playing, some Wizard Coast formats, Lickitung was dominating. Every time Lickitung was in a stall deck, it dominated. It was crazy how powerful Lickitung was back then. And no one used it. It was underutilized. It was unappreciated. No one used Lickitung unless you just want to test it out. But the truth is, Lickitung was the big meta, big basic. You don't even have to evolve it. It's just there. It's so powerful. It's even better than Electabuzz in some cases. When it comes to stalling, wow, that is, yeah. It's so funny because no one take Lickitung so serious, but man, it was a dominating card that was super underutilized. Super underutilized. And everyone was using Haymaker, Rain Dance, all other decks. Hey, even making Charizard trying to be an MVP, right? But no one uses Lickitung. It's so hilarious that this is the best card by far. One of the best, I think. But yeah, still, oh my god. This is just at its finest. Low cost, dealing damage, paralyze, big basic with 90 HP, and resistance to psychic. Yeah, that says everything. I gotta say, I don't know if it's better than Cafable or Executor. I'm gonna put it right there. Third place, I think. I might be biased, but is it better than Executor? I don't know. I do love Executor, to be honest. Oh man, this is hard debate. I think it is better than Executor. Oh god. Yeah. It just has to be second place. There's no doubt. Totally no bias. It wins right here. S tier. See it first right here. Yeah, Lickitung It's so unutilized that people were surprised that this card dominated for the recent meta. Because they replayed it and Ligaton was dominating. Yeah. Well, this is the. I guess we're gonna end it here. It's getting a little bit too long. Here's a little bit of rundown for what is remaining. Yeah, still a ton, but it does look a little bit less astronomical to look at. But yeah, we're gonna continue on for part 5. I don't know how many parts. I keep saying this. I don't know how long this is going to go for. It gets me wondering how many parts are going to be for this. But hey, if it still entertains you, that's awesome, man. I appreciate it. But anyways, I'll see you guys in part 5. All right, see ya.